Welcome to Thrive Thursday. Yay! Every Thursday I share with you a recipe that you can make using Thrive Life ingredients, freeze-dried foods and ingredients, just to show you how easy it is and some of the amazing meals that you can make. So today I'm going to be making shepherd's pie. And on our sales flyer, most of the ingredients I'm using today are actually quite a few of them, maybe not most, but quite a few of them are on sale this month. Also, I love that Thrive is doing this. Every month on the sales flyer, they are giving you 2 recipes. Now, they have their own recipe this month for shepherd's pie actually, but mine's a little different. So I wanted to show you mine as a second option. So there's a couple key differences here, but we're gonna show you mine. That's one of my family's favorite shepherd's pie recipes. We make it all the time. So keep your eye out. I'll let you know which items are on sale that we're gonna use today in the shepherd's pie recipe. So I'm gonna go ahead and tilt the camera down and show you the whole process. So the first thing we're going to do for our shepherd's pie is get our mashed potatoes ready. The Thrive Life mashed potatoes, they call for milk or water, and it's 1 1/4 cups of milk or water to 1 cup of Thrive Life mashed potatoes. If you want to add butter or seasoning, that is optional. So you can cook this over the stovetop. However, for today's recipe, I'm just going to heat up the milk in the microwave. I did 1 1/4 cups of milk, put it in the microwave for about 2 minutes and get that milk nice and hot. These are the Thrive Life potatoes. These are on sale this month, so a good time to try these out and see how you like them. They're a great thing to have in your food storage. Potatoes are a good comfort food, and they're easy to do in a lot of recipes. You can actually also add mashed potatoes like this, potato flakes. You can add them into soups and things as a thickening ingredient. So super good thing to have on hand in your food storage. Remember to take out the oxygen absorber. Once you open the can, they don't need those anymore, so you can go ahead and throw that away. So I've got 1 cup of the mashed potatoes here already, and I'm going to go ahead and add a little butter because you know, butter adds flavor, right? And for this one, I'm going to add also some of our Chef's Choice seasoning. This seasoning is so versatile. You can really use it in a lot of different things. I put about a teaspoon of the seasoning in there. So they're hot milk now that's been heated up in the microwave. And I'm just going to mix this together. Now, the reason I'm doing the mashed potatoes first, because they are pretty quick and easy to do, but I want them to kind of set up and I want them to cool down slightly for what I'm going to do with them. So we're doing them first so that they can set up and cool down while we work on our shepherd's pie filling. So that's pretty much it. I mean, look how easy that is. You just have your hot milk, or you can use water if you prefer, your butter, your seasoning, mix it together, and you're good to go. So now we're going to get our shepherd's pie base put together. So for this, we're going to start with our diced beef. Now this is on sale this month. These diced beef, they're not like hamburger. They're actually like almost more like a cubed steak or roast. Like it is chunks of meat. And so I put about 1/2 cup of that diced beef. Now I'm going to put some sliced onions. The greatest thing about having Thrive Life freeze-dried sliced onions is they call them no-tear onions because you're not having to cut them. They don't make you cry. These are also on sale. There's our oxygen absorber we'll throw away. The sliced onions are also on sale this month, so great time to stock up on those. They're just something handy to have. And then about 1/2 cup of green beans, which are also on sale this month. The green beans are so good. All of their vegetables really are just so amazing. These are some diced carrots. Their carrots are diced pretty small. I only put about a tablespoon worth in there just to add a little bit of sweetness to the shepherd's pie. And then I'm going to add about 1/2 cup of the sweet corn. And if you have not tried Thrive Life sweet corn, oh my goodness, you need to try it. That is a favorite of a lot of people. And then we'll do about 1/2 cup of the peas as well. I know these containers are different. These are what I use in my pantry, but they are the Thrive Life ingredients. So Now that we have all of our meats and veggies in there, I'm going to add 2 cups of water. You really can do any variety of your meat, your veggies that you want. You could do pork in a shepherd's pie. You could do chicken if you really wanted to. So it's really up to what your family likes. This particular recipe I did because it uses a lot of the things that are on sale this month. So let's go ahead and do something when we can save money with it, right? So now that we've got that absorbed a little bit, we're going to add 2 cans of tomato soup. Now you can see there's still a little bit of water in the bottom of the pan, but that's okay because all of our meat and our vegetables aren't fully rehydrated yet, so they will absorb the rest of that water as well as the soup. And they'll just get all that liquid and they'll rehydrate in that water and that soup mix, and they'll have some great, amazing flavor. So this is where it gets a little tricky. It's easier to cook in a stock pot sometimes, but you just want to incorporate the veggies and the meat together with the tomato soup. And again, don't worry too much about the extra liquid or in there because it will get absorbed and it'll thicken and all of those veggies and meat will rehydrate as it cooks. So you want to give it plenty of time to absorb all the liquid that it needs to absorb. And as it does that, you are going to have some amazing flavor in this shepherd's pie base. So once we get it really mixed in, we're going to kick it up a notch and add even more flavor. I know it's not like it really needs it at this point, but we're going to do it anyway because we can. Why not? So what I'm going to do is we're going to use one of our Thrive Life sauces. Now this one, I have no idea how you pronounce it. I call it espagnole, espagnole, whatever. It's basically beef gravy. So I'm going to put about 2 to 3 tablespoons of the beef gravy sauce in 1 cup of water and just mix it a little bit just to get that powder dissolved, and then we'll go ahead and add that into our shepherd's pie mix. And what this is their sauces are so good. The Thrive Life sauces, they add so much flavor. You can use them standalone, like this is a beef gravy. We could use it as a beef gravy. I'm putting it in the shepherd's pie just to add that deep beef level and dimension to the shepherd's pie. So because we have the tomato soup, you've got that good tomato richness. We're going to add some depth to it. We're going to add that beef flavor with the beef gravy. And it really makes it amazing. It's not a have to, but it really does add a lot. Thrive Life has quite a few different sauces, and they are all amazing. They have a chicken gravy one, a bechamel, which is a basic white sauce, and a tomato sauce. You could also make this with the tomato sauce instead of tomato soup. You could use a Thrive Life tomato sauce for this sauce base. Now we're just going to put that aside and we're going to let it simmer and cook. Let's check on our potatoes. Now it looks like our potatoes really set up. See how stiff they are, which is fine if we were going to eat them. But for what I'm doing today, I want them a little thinner because I want to be able to spread them easier. So I'm just going to add a little bit of water. So adding a little bit of water to them, let's just mix that water into the potatoes, and this is just going to help kind of thin the potatoes down a little bit so that I can spread them on top of the shepherd's pie. And this is just a personal preference thing. I mean, you can make them as thin or as thick as you want. I just wanted them more on the thin side for today's recipe. And then I'm going to show you a really fun trick. Now, if you are making this for your family for dinner, at this point, you could put this shepherd's pie mix in a casserole dish and spoon the mashed potatoes on top, put some cheese on it, pop it in the oven long enough to melt the cheese, and you're good to go. But since I'm just today showing you as an example, I'm going to just put some in an individual bowl serving. So let me show you kind of a fun and fancy way to do these mashed potatoes. Just get a normal Ziploc bag. You're going to flip the top of it over. That helps keep the top less messy because sometimes this can be a messy process. And you'll see here when we're done how that helps. You're just going to spoon all of the mashed potato into the Ziploc bag, if you can get it all in there without making a huge mess like I usually do. I'm kind of a messy cook, so whatever makes it into the bag is a blessing. So at this point, we're just going to get that in, and then now when you flip the top, you have a clean top to work with. Well, usually, mostly clean. and that's your clean top to work with, so that, and you zip it closed, and hopefully you get it all zipped. So remember to stir the shepherd's pie. Just stir it occasionally as it's simmering for a few minutes. And really the simmering is just to give those vegetables and meat a little bit extra time to rehydrate. And you don't want to have anybody bite into a crunchy vegetable or anything. It really doesn't take that long, but I'd give it a good 5 to 10 minutes. And once you have everything all ready, go ahead and dish up. For today, again, I'm just doing it in individual bowls just to show you for fun's sake how to do a quick little serving. And so just having this, and we're having this for lunch. So now we'll show you how to use the Ziploc bag. So you're going to take the corner and just clip off a little bit of the corner. And now it's like a frosting piping bag. And if you didn't notice, I didn't zip the top. Nice. Make sure your Ziploc bag is zipped all across the top, or you might lose a good chunk of your mashed potatoes, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and do some blobs in the casserole here, the shepherd's pie. I'll just do them right in the pan because we're just having this for lunch today for fun. If you were doing this for a dinner, something fancy, you could make it look a lot better than I'm doing right now. But I'm just going to add a few blobs here, and so anybody else who wants some can get a little bit of mashed potatoes with it. And there you have it, shepherd's pie in about 15 minutes or less. And you can put your mashed potatoes, I did this one in a swirl. I mean, you can mix it in. You can do it however you want. You can even, there you go, if you don't like to see the swirl, just blend it together a little bit. You can also put this in the oven with some cheese on top. So good. All right, let's check it. Oh, it's a good shepherd's pie. That was a piece of meat. Wow. I didn't realize that was beef that I was chewing on because it was so tender. It just really just breaks down right in your mouth. Or another one. That beef is really good. So, diced beef. So this is a little different than your shredded beef, remember? So there it is. It's more like it's like a cubed steak or something than it is a crumbly ground beef, if that makes sense. We do have ground beef available, but this is the one that's on sale this month. So there you have it. Stay tuned for next week. I have another fun new recipe next Thursday, and be sure to check out the blogs and my Thrive Life website if you're interested in ordering any of these. Definitely while they're on sale this month. One more thing, this right here, let me show you all these. See how it says there's the little green bubble that says 20%, 20%, 25% off. Notice how this one, 30% off. So this is something new they're gonna do every month. It's a special pack. It's one of every item that's on sale that month, and it's 30% off. So if you want the best savings and you want to build up your food storage with a variety, get the specialty pack. That's definitely what I would recommend. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and have a great day, great week. We'll see you next week.